What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Buy This Not That. And if you're a gamer like me, you've been playing the hell out of your retro games on Delta. We're very happy that Apple has finally allowed emulators in the App Store. However, there's one tiny problem. If you want to play in full screen, you're going to have to grab a phone because it's not optimized for iPad OS yet. If you open it on your iPad, you're going to get this interface like a phone. You can switch it to the side. And if you want to play any game whatsoever, let's just say Super Mario Bros. 3, this is the best that you're going to get right there. That screen is a 4:3 aspect ratio. And these are the only options that we have. You can make it smaller, slightly bigger, or the biggest. But there's no option to make it full screen, at least not officially, because the app is made for iOS phones, not iPads. But I found a trick. And I'm going to show you how to do this right now. So first of all, you want to connect your controller. I got the 8-bit Do, the SN30 right here. And I also have a Steelseries Nimbus. I use this for N64. And I'm going to put some GameCube and Dreamcast games on this once I jailbreak it. And I'm going to use it for that. And I use this for anything Super Nintendo and below, like DS and stuff like that. Here's a trick. Let's go to the settings. Scroll down to accessibility, and we're simply going to use the zoom. Make sure that the zoom option is toggled on the green. And set the maximum zoom level to 5. I found that that's the best one. If you zoom it in too much, it's going to be really hard to pinpoint the borders. You want to have the zoom controller off. And I'll show you why in a second. You can switch it on and off whenever I do the option. Once that's on, that's all you need. Now let's come back and let's open Delta. Now, for some reason my controller disconnected. So let me connect it back. Sometimes it disconnects for some reason. Now, check this out. This is why you want this type of iPad. You want a 4:3 aspect ratio iPad because most of these systems like GameCube, Dreamcast, N64, NES, they're going to be in a 4:3 aspect ratio. And you're going to want to get the most out of this screen. And I recommend the iPad 10.5 inch, the second gen, the iPad Pro, because it has really thin bezels on the side, a lot thinner than the newer iPads. And the newer iPads have a different aspect ratio. This is going to be the best. Or if you want, you can grab the iPad mini. The iPad mini is pretty much a miniature version of the iPad Pro 2nd gen. It has really thin bezels on the side, and it's going to give you the most out of the 4:3 aspect ratio. And of course, one of the big reasons is the headphone jack. This is going to be really important for gaming because I like to connect this to my sound system, to my speakers. And the headphone jack is really important for me. So let's check this out. This is the hack. You're going to triple click. And now here, you're going to have this controller. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here so that you can see it. Okay. The controller right here, simply drag it to fit the screen edges right there. You can zoom out. And there you go. And if you want to press menu, you can go to another game. Let's say N64. And I was playing GoldenEye. And now you can hear it. This is why I really like connecting it with the headphone jack. And so pretty much the same thing. I'll just go to one of my saves. And here, triple click. And look how beautifully N64 fills this right here. Look at that. That's beautiful. You got the whole screen to play with. And this 10.5-inch iPad Pro has a beautiful screen. And so look at that. You can't tell me that's not beautiful. So that's the secret right there. At least for N64, it's perfect. Now let me show you how to get Nintendo DS. And of course, if you want to zoom out, it's going to be a lot better to be messing with the interface right here. Now let's check out DS, and I'm going to show you how to get DS working full screen. This is one of my favorite games. At least for Mario Kart, you want to get almost right into the game before you switch to the full screen. So all we have to do is just pretty much press OK, and it's ready to go. So in here, we're going to triple click and make it full screen right there. And now you're going to press Show Controller, and from here you can move it to the left, zoom out a little bit if you want, zoom in a little more, and there you go. Now press Hide Controller. And we have full screen Nintendo DS on the iPad. So let's play a little bit. You can stick around if you want, but that's pretty much the end of the video. Really happy you watched it to the end. Let's see how I can do. And look at that. You can't tell me that's not super cool. So that's it. That's the whole video. And like I said, look for one of the iPads that has a 4:3 aspect ratio and a headphone jack. That's what I would recommend. I'm really happy with this, and I'm hoping that this helps you. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. I hate asking that, but unfortunately, YouTube has made it to where if you don't like and if you don't subscribe, then they're not going to push my videos out. And now we look like homeless people asking for money, except we're asking for likes and subscriptions. Thank you very much.